Ew.
So look around. Most of our class raised their hands. So we can see that social networking has infiltrated American culture. But what does it really mean? The dictionary defines it as the use of a website.
MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter offer a place to stay in touch with others. People can also post pictures and comment each other. And Tumblr is a popular blogging site, or like electronic tell-all journal. Many other sites like Blogger and Friendster, they all follow suit. And you can do things like...
So recently, there's been this big controversy about the MySpace-Facebook class divide, and it's been noted that people who are on Facebook have a greater chance to go to college than people who are on MySpace. And National Public Radio did a segment interviewing people from an elite high school, and they all look down on MySpace and think that it's quote-unquote trashy and not worth their time.
So, this topic is something that is hard to avoid for kids like our age, because like the statistics, like 150 million active users on Facebook, like that's a ridiculous amount. And for a survey, there was about 61% of kids from 8 to 12, they were surveyed, 12 to 17, they were surveyed saying that they use social networking, and 41% of them use it daily.
Social networking is a communication tool, and that's what we all use it for. But how did it evolve? So first we started out with mail, and then to telegraph, where we deciphered and decoded messages, and then on to the telephone, where we could have actual conversations with people, and then it went back to the cell phone, to the email, and to texting, where communication is no longer authentic.
So, since the invention of cars, planes, and like phones, people have been able to move farther and farther away. But since like it has gone better, people have been able to still meet up. And so with social networking, you're capable of talking to these people still, like over the internet, and it's like not as personal as calling someone, but you're still being able to talk to them. And so also with social networking, it's global. Like you can talk to your friend over in Italy, even though like, they're on another continent. And like you can see with like Yogurt World, like their fads app started because they're foreign, and it's like a novelty. Like not everyone's doing it, but now it's not as much of a novelty, but yes. And Facebook, MySpace, Tumblr, all these social networking offer one essential thing for human beings. It's this sense of connection, and like we're always seeking it. It's like a virtual blankie for us. We know that we don't have hundreds and thousands of friends, but it comforts us to know that like all these people know that we're there, and we can associate with each other friends.
So MySpace and Facebook and social networking is actually targeted to 18 to 25-year-olds, and so all their marketing is toward that age group. But teenagers end up being more involved in their marketing teams because as teenagers we think what's cool or what everyone else is doing is what we're going to do. And so teenagers are actually a result of their demographic marketing. And it's not just teenagers that use Twitter and MySpace, but also celebrities like Oprah, who use it as a marketing tool. So you can see the Twitter and the Facebook and the MySpace behind me. And they keep in contact with viewers and try and be accessible to people who maybe aren't famous. And another way to do it, that's subliminal marketing, but this is blatant marketing where Vitamin Water has created a page to appeal to an elite group of people. And so marketing outside of their normal realm with ads on TV and stuff makes them seem chic and makes people want to be part of that specific group.
So social networking sites, they all began as well, just websites. But now you can see, like, as it's evolved, we have like t-shirts like "You look better on MySpace," where it's like MySpace and Facebook, they all have that common lingo, like their phrases and their vocabulary. And now it's become so popular where you don't even have to be on the internet anymore. There are like Facebook apps and MySpace apps on phones. And also, why do I use Facebook and like social networking in general? I use it because I like to keep in touch with others. It's hard for me to be able to keep in touch with others when like my parents don't want to give me that many minutes, or I can't drive, so I can't drive anywhere and everywhere I want to meet with my friends. So it's an easy way for me to keep in contact with everyone.
So I don't use Facebook or social networking because I believe it brings people farther apart than close together. Like that one Degrassi episode where they all created this group about how they hated one girl, it alienates people, and that's what it tends to do. And so I believe that like when you're striving for togetherness, the best way to do it is eat with your family or talk with your friends or strive for that authentic communication.
So I also use Facebook because over the summer, like when I'm not at school and I'm not in my curriculars, I don't want to sit there for 3 months and become antisocial and forget how to socialize with anybody and like stop speaking English because with my family, and I look at Chinese and just like watching television.
So I don't fully hold the picture. I'm going to explain that first. Is Alex is giving me a screen name, and then I'm saying I don't want a screen name, I want a phone number because I want a connection or a relationship that's going to be based on something more than just texting. But I believe that developing a connection over cyberspace is not the way you want to start out a friendship or
Oh my god. So, social networking, it is affecting me because, though, like, yes, I'm not really talking to someone, I'm talking to a screen and there's someone behind that, well, they're not behind that screen, but they're talking to me, like, it's helping me become more outgoing because I'm getting comfortable with the conversation.
how has social networking affected my life? Well, the picture's a little dramatized, but I'm sitting on my own. And I believe so strongly against it that I don't like to let it dictate my life. So if everyone's on Facebook talking about something, like, it's not going to kill me to not be a part of that conversation, and it's just something that I've come to terms with.
So I know with social networking, like, even though I'm an avid Facebooker, I understand that, you know, I don't have 408 people that I would essentially call friends. They're just little, I clicked a button, now they're my friend. And I know that connecting with people face-to-face is better.
Even though I don't use social networking, I can understand how Cecilia would be such an avid Facebooker, and I understand that it's a huge social communication tool, and to keep in touch with everyone is really important. And I do get it, Cecilia, I really do.
Oh,
Thank you.